stuff working for you over there?
Still working on it.
Oh, that's good. We're going over to Aquarius. We were there last night. We just got to the boat, but we stayed in a little hut near the marina. And we're walking over to the boat, and we'll show you some things that we brought back, and some of the things we bought just before we left, and I wasn't here to get them. And I want to show my wife all the little things that I did that she probably won't approve of.
So why did you do them?
Because I approved of them. And I had heard, you know, through the grapevine that you weren't coming back. So I got to approve everything because I was the only one that had veto power. You were gone. So it was just me. So we just got back to the boat, and you can see that, you know, the paint's done. We have new gel coat, and the red stripe is all gel coat, and of course the bottom job is all done. And the bottom job was done with 3 coats of barrier coat, 3 coats primer, and in 3 coats of anti-foul. But in places like the water line, it should be 5 coats. On this line here, all of this should be 5 coats all the way down, and then the whole rudder 5 coats, and on the bottom of the keel should all be 5 coats of anti-foul. Now if you go up to the top, you know, we replaced that one nut up there that holds the forestay on, and we've done all of the rub rail, and that's all done with gel coat. There's no paint on the boat, it's all gel coat, which is what I wanted.
Okay. I approve that. I noticed our rub rail is black now. It used to be reddish. Like a kind of red.
It is kind of reddish. It's the same color it was before.
It was black.
No, it's not black. Maybe I should have made it a little bit lighter, but it's about the same color. All the power going into the boat goes through a fuse before it even goes onto the boat. So I can shut off the whole boat with that fuse right there, rather than trusting the fuse that's over in that box. It's really old.
That's smart.
It doesn't work very well.
The covers.
Yep, that's me. Woo. We replaced this, and now it's all fiberglass, so that it looks nicer than the teak, and it's white too. It's a little bit, you know, it's going to be a little bit more slippery, but it's going to be cleaner, nice. So I like that. They look so much nicer than they did before.
Ooh, that's nice.
The other thing we did up here is we put these covers on.
Oh, you finally did it.
Yeah, finally got those covers on.
Yeah, here. Oh, finally. Looks really nice because you can see the other ones were chipped.
Yeah. Also, one of the things that I did was I found that this piece in here had broken, so I replaced it. So now this thing runs free. Before, it was really tough to move.
Oh yeah.
The Traveler. I found out why, and now it's easy to move the Traveler.
Wow.
One of the other things we did was replace this back so it has its full thing, so we can put the binoculars in. And underneath, these are all the clips that hook up to the solar. So that's where the extra solar that's going to go on the Bimini, this is where the connections are going to be. And of course I had to reinstall the Echo Pilot, and everything else is the same on our dash.
Why did you have to reinstall EcoPilot?
Because this screen didn't, work right, so we actually got Echo Pilot to look at the screen, and everything's good now.
And all these covers are super nasty, but that's how our boat would look like if it wouldn't be so nicely clean scrubbed. And yeah, it protected us from the sun and all the other crap.
One of the other things that I did before I left was I made sure that any hole that comes into the boat was covered with tape or something else. So this is the plug-in air conditioning, and I had a piece of wood made so I can just plug in the air conditioner, and it's tight onto here. And it looks really nice, but I just had to cover it up so that any hole on the boat you want covered. There's a hole on this side over here, so tape up this hole so nothing gets in, and then tape under this hole so nothing gets in.
I didn't know that there was a hole.
There's a hole underneath that vents out. The kitchen has a fan. It vents to here, and so does the engine compartment. It vents to there.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Those metal things, that's so nice.
Yeah, they look nice, don't they?
Very.
There was a leak with that this connection right here, because that goes into the closet in the aft cabin, and so those bolts were leaking, so I had to take that off and fix that.
This is how the whole boat would look like if it wouldn't be cleaned before we came. That's all the moist and everything does for your boat. So I really appreciate that Kenny hired the service, which is fairly inexpensive here in Thailand, to come and clean it.
Come on inside. Have a look at what's been done on the inside. Let's take a look at this. So we got our new radio, the radio is super nice.
I would have put a whole new wood rather than patches. Now it's patches on top of the patches, but oh well.
I love this radio.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is our second day at Krabby Boat Lagoon, and things are going okay. I've got one thing fixed on the boat so far.
So,
got the toilet fixed.
Woohoo! Give me 5. That's my man. So, we got here. We got to Thailand a couple, like 5 days ago already. We had to do one night
test and go.
Test and go. It's kind of like a quarantine setup. We spent 2 days in Bangkok, checked out some areas that we were curious about, and 2 days later we took the plane to Krabi, where is our Aquarius, currently on hold out on dry land, and we're still planning to do some works for it. We are not living on Aquarius, which is nice because it's been stored for close to a year and a half.
A year and a half on the hard, but of course I was living on it about 6 months ago. But we still have a long list of things that we need to get done. We had a small fire on the boat just before I left last time, so I have to clean up that mess.
We were making a video what it is required to do to come to Thailand, because it is quite a few steps. And yesterday when I was making the video, they changed their regulation because of Omicron variant, and they're making it more difficult again. But for the people, and we have people coming over on Aquarius, for the people who already registered for a Thailand pass, supposedly for them it's not gonna be different.
Except one thing, and that's the government is going to mandate that after 7 days of being here that they're going to have to go in and get another PCR test. But the PCR test is paid for by the government. It's included in your test and go package, so you will be fine. Anybody that's already registered for their Thailand pass is probably going to get in under the whatever they registered for on the Thailand pass. If you registered for the Phuket Sandbox, the Phuket Sandbox is still going to be going. You can still register for the Phuket Sandbox anytime. So, you know, things have changed. They eased the regulations, I think it was early November, so that you could do a test and go and get into Thailand. But then now the test and go is going away, but pretty much everything else is going to be the same. So you probably have to do more PCR tests than you had to do before. And we're just doing our PCR test that we're supposed to do. So we got to get the instructions and all right, so that's in there, and then we put this down.
So can you take the timer? These are the fun things we are doing. This Krabby Boat Lagoon that we are staying, it's very nice. Ken was saying that he couldn't be happier that this was a choice to hold out Aquarius.
Yeah, because they've got a little restaurant. The only problem with this place is there's not very many people here.
And there is not much around it. Like, I couldn't get around to groceries. You have to have a motorbike to get to the places. And it's far away from everything, but I'll do a drone video and just a general video. It's a very, very beautiful setup. We live in our little bungalow, and it is literally like no more than 5 minutes walking slowly to our Aquarius. That makes it so easy because we have so many bags. There are so much things out of place inside Aquarius, and it's hard to put things back in a place with all the things blocking the way. So otherwise we would be hot, miserable, in a very, very messy boat. But now it's just easy, and I love the proximity to Aquarius because, oh, I need something from the boat, and I go and take it. That's a coffee we're drinking.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So anyways, we also have our merchandise going. So you can get a Sailing Aquarius shirt.
You can?
I think you should get one. At least somebody should.
It's negative. It's only one count. So, our COVID test result, negative.
All right, so we're done with the COVID test.
Yeah. And I'm sorry I interrupted.
No problem. But we'll get the dishwasher fixed, I hope. If the rinse pump that I bought was in good shape, then everything should work.
Okay, so the plans are in a week, about a week or whatever happens, we're supposed to splash.
Right.
And so the Christmas is here. New Year's?
New Year's, we should be sailing someplace, you know, someplace right around Thailand. The patron that's coming, he said, I'll come help you get everything ready as long as I get 2 weeks to sail. And so we should be able to do that, or maybe a week and a half at least, for him to sail around Phuket and the area. We'll do that.
And if I understood correctly, there is like plans that at least 2 or 3 boats go sailing together?
We'd like to put together a couple boats. I know Harry will go with us, but I'm not sure else who would join us.
Okay.
Maybe
so, yeah.
Carl.
Yeah, there might be a couple of people joining to sail together with their own boats. Then what is our month forward looking?
So the month is, you know, get everything done on the boat, because there's some things that we're not going to do on the hard. I'm not going to replace the membranes on the water maker until I'm in the water, so that I can test it out and use seawater to do all the testing. So that's not going to get done until we're in the water. There is a possibility that I might get the injectors done, but I'm not sure about that now. But once we get everything done, a couple weeks after that, we're going to put together all of our documentation to go to the Maldives, and we'll sail to the Maldives. And then hopefully your mom will meet us in the Maldives, and we'll be able to just sail through the Maldives with me and 2 girls.
Is your mama coming over?
My mama is not coming over, not anytime soon, but maybe in Europe. If we get to Europe by next summer, which I don't think we will, but if we do, then yeah, my mom will come over.
Yeah. And what is the plans for the, by the way, this is our season 5.
Yeah, we missed a couple seasons, and sorry about not having videos for you, but you know, I think that the videos just showing life outside the boat is just normal life, and it's not that interesting.
But I have a question. We went to 2 kind of vacations in Europe. One is Riga, next to Lithuania, another Baltic state. And we also went to Greece, which also gives a little bit of flavor. What would it be if we would sail in Mediterranean? Would you like to see those videos? Because
yeah. Comment down below if you want to see those videos. Make sure you comment below.
They're not made, and I'm also a little afraid if we just start from now, I might run out of interesting footage. I could post some boring footage, but anyways, we will see, but we want to hear your opinion.
So anyways, over the next couple weeks, we're going to be getting Aquarius back in the water. We're going to hopefully sail around Phuket and, you know, around this area, and then I don't know, hopefully our friends will be here too. We're going to spend some time with our friends from Lithuania.
So what does the season 5 looks like?
Season 5 is just going to be crossing the Indian Ocean. Right now I wanted to go to Sri Lanka, but I don't think we will, because if we go to Sri Lanka, we don't know what the COVID protocols are going to be entering and exiting Sri Lanka. It's a possibility, but I don't think so. So what we will do is go straight to the Maldives, and then we're going to try to get into Chagos. We still need to do all the insurance documentation and everything for Chagos. After Chagos, Seychelles, and then maybe Tanzania. I'd really like to climb Mount Kilimanjaro.
So anyways, thank you for sticking with us, and I hope, wish us luck getting ready, and wish us luck posting videos on time every Friday. And
and Tuesday, I got to do my tips on Tuesday. There's a lot of tips that I got to go through. But from now on, I'm just going to make them short and on one subject, because you know, sometimes I go off on tangents. I got to stop that.
Like you're doing that, right?
Exactly.
Okay, thank you, and we will see you soon.
Bye. See you next week.